It's Wednesday. Yeah, time flies. I have a little story to tell, a thing to show, a book cover to mention, all in, I'm hoping, 4 minutes, so I better get on with it. This is a fat quarter. Beth was talking about fat quarters, and I didn't know what that was, but I already have 5 or 6 of these. This was $3.75. I'm showing this so Beth can see it. I don't have a sewing machine anymore. I was going to make pillows, if you recall, with this gorgeous purple stuff. Fat quarter, new expression, because I'm sure I'll be able to use it for things other than really what a fat quarter is. Talked about my Elizabeth George book that I was reading that took me so long. This is it, Careless in Red. It was good. I certainly enjoy her writing, but I've vowed to never say that. For heaven's sakes, it was just so long. Too many characters. But I said that yesterday. This is what I'm reading now because the Dame Next Door asked. I wish I knew the Dame Next Door's first name. It's not on our channel page, and I don't know it. Anyway, the Dame Next Door asked what I'm reading now, and it's Louise Penny, The Brutal Telling. I was going to tell a story about short-clipped hairs, and it's triggered by Van Timido 66, and it isn't a story for all ears. So I'm just warning you now. When I was working in Mississauga 2 years ago, before I had the studio hotel apartment thing, and was driving back and forth every day, one of the people on the campaign loaned me or said that I could have her room when she went back home for a long weekend. So I didn't have to drive back and forth. So I said, okay. She gave me her key. She left. I did the work that we needed to do for the day. And at 10 o'clock at night, unlocked the room door and went in. The room hadn't been serviced, which wasn't a crisis. I mean, you know, I've camped in my salad years before, and you know, slept in unusual places. And you know, I mean, I knew this young woman, and I suppose I could have slept, well, and I did. I slept quite happily in her sheets. Well, not quite happily. I slept in her sheets. But the bed wasn't made, and there were towels on the floor, and, you know, it was a basic, you know, I don't leave a mess in a hotel room. I pick my stuff up. I wouldn't do that, but, you know, anyway. Went into the bathroom to have a bath before I went to bed, and lo and behold, much to my shock, the tub was covered in little clipped short hairs. Now, I know she wouldn't have had leg hairs that long, and she had long curly hairs on her head, and they didn't look like hairs to me that you would clip because of split ends. But the tub was covered in little clipped hairs. And not only was I disgusted to see those little clipped hairs, but I was infuriated for the house services woman that had to clean that up. And second, I opened the drawer next to the bed, and inside there was a hummingbird device. Think. Just right there. Yup, I'm mentioning the thing that shouldn't be mentioned. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but a personal vibrator right there for my eyes to see. I was going to talk about my stolen MacBook, but I'll talk about that tomorrow, because the personal hairs and the awkward moment of seeing someone else's personal electronic device has been scored and etched and gouged into my eyeballs forever. Now I've shared it with you. That's it.